Now invite Mr. Kumar Vineet, IAS, Special Secretary, Department of IT and Electronics, Government of Uttar Pradesh, to share his words. Thank you.
Thank you, Pankaj. Esteemed guests over here on my left side, it is really very interesting and it's a great opportunity for me to be a part of them. My friends from industry over here, it's really a pleasure to meet a different sect of people over here in Noida. I have served this district for more than 3 years as additional district magistrate, but quite a few years back, but I never entered the first floor of this particular hotel itself to enter into such a serene and entirely different environment. Maybe law and order, आपके यहाँ labor problems में ज़रूर आपसे कभी न कभी मुलाकात हुई होगी, but not in these issues. Anyway, thank you so much for the invite. Thank you, Alsina. And on behalf of Government of Uttar Pradesh, I really thank you for giving us an opportunity to be present over here, to present my state over here, and offer my credentials from the Government of Uttar Pradesh and the policy incentives that we are taking up, and a few reactions, of course, to what I have been listening to all through. And that is really very interesting, that from business to a mission vis-a-vis John Keats to philanthropy of Gita, that was really wonderful. I really cherished your speech, sir. Really, that was really very interesting. And the value chain, actually, the credible ecosystem and sustainability, that is the crux of the thing. And that is exactly what we are working for in Uttar Pradesh under the guidance of Government of India. There are various policy initiatives that are being taken up with the purpose of seamless flow of schemes and incentives as is being stated. Well, at the very outset, let me share my opinion about what should be a government as a doer and what should be the government as a facilitator, because basically government has to lay down the rules, make things happen, prove it that yes, this can be done, and then retract and let industry take over, let private sector take over. For example, we started with Uptron, 1974-77, when television was a big thing to happen. Even my maternal uncle still has that Uptron television as a prized place. He's from Haryana, Kedar, now settled in Gurgaon. He still has that television working over here. So government tried to establish a concept that yes, manufacturing can happen, and then retract and let the private sector take over and give the policy initiatives. That is what government, from doer of things to facilitator of things, has to happen. Well, we have a policy framework very well established. My kiosk is here, my people are here, they will be explaining to you. In case of any issues, I am also here. And I will be really very happy to explain it to you, because I just want to communicate that the Department of IT and Electronics of Government of Uttar Pradesh has got a very keen set of officers. We just had a data center policy. Just to give you an example, we had a data center policy in January 2021. And we are standing here in March 2022, and I already have 6 projects in pipeline which are ready to be given incentive once a government gets set up. And we have more than 30,000 crores of investment opportunity that has already been put up as a letter of interest to us. So that is a big thing that is happening, because we took the cue that just 2% of data is being kept in India, rest goes outside India. So let us have this opportunity, let us give us an ecosystem, and we really reaped in. So just to give a glimpse of it, that Government of Uttar Pradesh is very eager to reach you out. We have 2 industrial, because when I said earlier that initially government started to be the doer of things. So we have 2 industrial plots over here. And I invite everyone over here, if they can come up with some electronics manufacturing concept. We have a Shriton India factory over here. We have a Powertronics factory over here in Ghaziabad industrial area. We have a 40-acre land with us, land bank with us, where we want to build the biggest center of excellence. As Mr. Vinod was saying, that he gave a very beautiful concept of how the industry of Maruti started explaining how to be a good welder so that the manufacturing units can come up. The same concept is with the Center of Excellence, because the Center of Excellence tries to build up, enforce imbibe into it the good qualities of good practices of industry, so that new factories as ancillaries may come up. So that is the idea that we really want to share with you. Fab facilities, as Mr. Marwa was saying, that government of India has already announced its intent. In fact, today, I believe MIT is going to have a very strong discussions on this particular issue. We have also flagged that we have 100-acre plots with us, and if government of India gives us an opportunity, then yes, we would be very interested in having our semiconductor ecosystem in Uttar Pradesh, because that takes long time, 10 to 15 years to establish. Maybe we can have a small, rather not small, a competitive replica of what Taiwan is doing. And that is what my idea is. Well, someone from the dais had a very nice example of what was happening in China, say in 1960s. Well, yes, in China there was a concept of high current versus heavy current in 60s, and China then decided for heavy current. But in 1998, that was the break-even point when India and China had a exactly same foreign direct investment. 1998, that was a break point. And China immediately shifted to light current in manufacturing. And look where they are and where we are. That is what actually he was trying to mention. And that is exactly what I also trying to emphasize, that yes, let us have a very, very aggressive marketing as well as manufacturing policy. Just by imagining that we can be a global head is not going to do. Or just by having something that, yes, government is not able to do this, or we should not be able to. Let us come and sit together and decide that what should be done, so that we can actually be a manufacturing hub and a facilitator as well as provider of the services to the world. The capital injection which has to be facilitated, because it was very clearly mentioned and very well mentioned that utilization versus manufacturing versus R&D. The interest of our concept in R&D is not that keen as we should have, and of course government lacks on it, and we should keep coaxing our government also, and I promise on part of the government of Uttar Pradesh that we are very much interested in having it. Just recently we have tried to get into the various educational institutions like IIT Kanpur. We have a center of excellence over here with CDEC. We have on BOT, we have a center of excellence with the AKTU in Lucknow. So we are trying to expand, we are trying to get into the R&D itself, because that is really very, very important for us to grow. Well, for an industry to grow, the most important thing is technology enablement of the mass, because ultimately you need professionals. You need professionals right from ITI, right from engineering, right from all the different areas. So we already have a very ambitious tablet smartphone project in which we have tried to distribute each and every graduate with a tablet smartphone so that they be enabled. And not just enabled, just not as distribution of technology. We have also tried to come up with the industry. We have Infosys Springboard with them so that they can enter into the online classes free of cost, so that they can be enabled. And once industry requires such professionals, they are ready to serve. Well, there was a very interesting mention by Mr. Vinod about what Ukraine was doing to Russia, that they are trying to imbibe into it. Actually, that is geopolitics about the Franco-German concept of 1940s. Germany and France had the worst war with them, and within 3 to 4 years, they started with the Rhine Valley concept, that you start manufacturing the power industry, I start giving you the coal. So you cannot attack me and I cannot attack you. That was the concept that they started with, and that is how they beautifully that concept grew up actually. Maybe that might be fake, I don't know. But then yes, the enthusiasm, zeal and zest of Mr. Vinodji I was really enjoying it, sir. That was really very fun too, and very interesting to listen to you. Well, because what you were saying, because my specialization was in in South Asia and global security, and I worked on cyber security with Professor Thomas Reid. So that was really very nice too. So just to conclude, Government of India has given their vision of 5 trillion economy in a certain period of time. Government of Uttar Pradesh, just yesterday we had a discussion on engaging consultants so that we can enter into the 1 trillion economy in the same given period of time. I just want to emphasize this point, that I just want to convey the determination of Government of Uttar Pradesh to you. We are here to facilitate you, we are here to work with you so that together we can get our state and our country in a better place. Thank you.